fellow engineers, Dr. McKay here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have something very special I've built behind me, which it recently launched in real life at Christmas. This is the Ariane 5 rocket with the James Webb Space Telescope inside, and today we are going to test launch it. And I haven't flown it before, so this is going to be the first time flying it, and obviously it's all programmed to separate autonomously, so I don't have to, all I gotta do is press like one button and it should take me to space. So with all that said, before we get started, if you like the content, please like, comment and subscribe. It really has helped me out. I'm trying to build up my subscribers, and I'm getting pretty few, and I'm getting a fair few over the last few weeks, so let's keep boosting them up. And thank you all for subscribing that have. So here we are. This is what I've been building the last couple of days. Obviously, this is the James Webb fully deployed. I've tested it out. It works. It folds up pretty well. Obviously, as you can see, that's what it's like folded up. It fits inside the fairing at the top. And obviously, once it's deployed, now, as you may notice, I have a projector for the sun shield, because there was just no way I could have the sun shield on the craft and unfold like it does in real life. It's just nothing in Space Engineers that would allow me to do that. So yeah, but I'm pretty happy with what I've built and how it works. So essentially, the Ariane 5 rocket is a two-stage rocket with side boosters. It has a single main engine on the bottom of the center core. It's got a single main engine on the second stage, which is in the skirt here. So it also has a middle skirt. And obviously there's two solid rocket boosters on the side with one engine on the bottom. So it's generally the same as some of my other rockets, but it's obviously an Ariane 5 replica, and it's 1:1 scale with a large fairing. Now obviously the fairings on the Ariane 5 come in different sizes. This one is the, find my measurements, 17 meters, give or take a little bit more, a little less, just enough to fit the this telescope in. Now the telescope is about the same size as it is in real life. It's slightly bigger because obviously the blocks in this game, you can't really minimize stuff like you can in real life, so you have to use a block. So it does fit, and obviously I'm going to close up the fairing and show you how snug it looks inside. Here we go. Nice and snug, fits in there perfectly. Obviously we have to have a seam all the way down. Obviously when I blueprint this, it will be blueprinted with the fairing open, because if you blueprint it with the fairing shut, when you spawn it back in, that whole middle section is fused together, and well, it doesn't open, so it just doesn't work. So you have to spawn it in with it open. Now I tried to capture the decals of the Ariane 5, yeah, like with the flags. Obviously there's a lot of flags on the side boosters on the Ariane 5, so I captured some of the easiest ones to replicate, instead of ones with crosses in and stuff like that. A couple of obviously ESA logos, because obviously it's the European Space Agency, not NASA. And obviously we have a launch tower and fuel connectors hooking up the fuel to the solid rocket boosters, the main core and the second stage. There is no fuel in the telescope. It is powered by ion thrusters because there's just not enough room for fuel. So all that said, that is the rundown of the Ariane 5 build plus the telescope. Now I really want to wait and see it deploy in space, but obviously as you can see it is deployed there and there, but I want to show you the actual movement of it deploying when we're in space. So the launch is going to take, I think, about 7 minutes. So I've put a seat on the side here because there's no person, or there's no human presence on this rocket in real life. So it launches automatically, so I've had to put a seat on the outside so we can ride it into space. So we're going to jump in, switch to third person. Alright, and obviously I have buttons set up. So obviously up, obviously left is the fairing. So when you get in it, you close the fairing. Up is the fuel connectors on the tower, and then right is basically go. And we just basically cross our fingers and hope everything works and functions till we get to 0G in space, which is about 42 kilometers. I do not have, is it 42 kilometers or 420,000 kilometers? Something like that, or meters. Meh, right? One of the two. Maths not there. Anyway, yeah, probably kilometers, because 42 meters is the height of the rocket itself. Anyway, well, where was that? Yeah. So just keep your fingers crossed. Obviously, all the staging is going to happen autonomously, and it should arrive, or the satellite should be deployed in 0G, and then it will automatically deploy once it's in 0G. So my task is, once the indicator gets to 0G and we stop and it deploys the satellite, I have to then get off the seat, otherwise I'm going to be flying backwards with the second stage. So disengage the fuel connectors now. There we go. Nice and smooth. Wait for them to fully retract. Right, now we're going to go for launch. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Rocket's on, boosters on, and we have liftoff. Liftoff of the Ariane 5 James Webb Space Telescope. Pretty cool. Obviously, I've added exhausts on the rear to give it more of an exhaust flare, because obviously these engines in this game don't. It looks pretty sweet. Now I am sat on the second stage itself, so it'll be one of the last things to detach. But obviously the first things first are the boosters, then I believe it's the first stage, then the fairings, or it could be the fairings then the first stage. Can't remember which order I put them in now. We'll just have to find out. It's gonna be pretty fun, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And obviously I've utilised the small merge blocks as well, so makes life a lot easier building the rocket. So we are currently cruising. We're at 6,000 meters, so yeah, it'd be 4,200 meters. So that would be 42 kilometers. I think, if my ratio is right. We're just leaving the air now, so we're about. Gravity is declining. Just waiting for those boosters now to separate. Why does my phone always make a beep when I'm streaming? So just waiting for those boosters. And obviously when they separate, they have engines that basically push them away so they don't like fall back slightly like I have on other builds. I've obviously improved my designs as I've gone, so hopefully it all works. Now, like I said, I've not launched this yet. I've only tested the deployment of the telescope on the ground, so this is all done with like step by step. Like, this is what needs to happen at certain stages with time blocks. Fingers crossed. The boosters. Oh, that's sweet. Yes, that's nice. They're the boosters. What's next? Don't remember what's next. It's either first stage, so the main core at the bottom, or the fairings. I'm a little nervous about the fairing deployment as well, because I still haven't quite got the knack of that yet. Kind of nervous what's going to be. Alright, they're the fairings, but they did deploy properly. There you go. Alright, just a little nudge to get them off. They're the fairings. So now it should be the the main core, and the skirt and the second stage should ramp up. It should be about. There's this fourth stage skirt. Nice. Ah, that's clean. That is clean. We are clanging a bit. We're stable. We're moving on our own now. So this is a bit tricky now. So there's a bit of a clang machine going on. We'll keep it going up. It's probably something on the satellite itself, causing it to clang out of control. So obviously we have got like multiple hinges on hinges. I think this build may require an actual man on it, so just keep control. Make sure we keep going up. Now I believe this burn is about 2 minutes. As long as we keep going straight and don't bank too much, we should be fine. But I'm not even touching it, it's banking. There's not, I don't think there'd be anything I could do about that clang machine going on there. Because that's just the way hinges work sometimes when you connect multiple hinges up, or you fold them up like I've got here. But follow it. There's the deployment of the satellite. I'm hoping it goes to 0G. If not, I've got let's deploy him. Oh, where'd he go? There it is. There's the sun shield deployed. Ah! I was hoping we'd do this in 0G, but okay. I'm sure I programmed ion thrusters to turn on. Well, essentially that is the telescope, like, fully deployed. Obviously with the sun shield being a... He's still going. Going about 30 meters a second, so he's slowing down. Not sure about me height though. So there we have it, folks. That was it worked fairly well. I'll give it all that. It's separated the whole lot. Just needs to have more of a burn on that second stage, and the clanging's an issue. I don't know how to sort that. If you guys have any ideas on how I could reduce that clang drive, stop it from moving left and right, be much appreciated. So I need to extend that one another minute. Ooh, too much. I might even go a bit more than that. So that one, I think. Tower block 6. They're the mirrors. And I want to now do the ion engines, because apparently I didn't do them. Turn them on. That should keep it relatively at a stable altitude when they're on. Alright. So that is the rocket. I think is now done. Obviously, I'll go do another couple test flights until I can get everything working right. So I hope you've enjoyed this first test of the Ariane 5, and if you want to see more of my builds, check out my mod.io. I've got tons of rockets on there that you can download. Obviously, if you like the content, please like, comment and subscribe. And if you have any comments about my builds, the rocket, how to fix the Clang drive, please leave them down below in the comments. And if you have any other questions, ask away. I'll try and answer as many comments as I can. So I've been Dr. McKay. Thank you all for watching this test flight of the Ariane 5 James Webb Telescope launch. Until the next time, I'll catch you then. Cheers and goodbye.